Shiloh, he has a better closet for sure. He has a little bit more free time.
Yeah, I got some more free time now. But we both have swag, you know what I'm saying? We get it from prime time.
What if the NFL's youngest star isn't just dominating on the field, but rewriting the entire business of sports? Shedeur Sanders is doing just that. In a league where rookies chase standard contracts and rookie endorsements, he's playing an entirely different game. From record-breaking jersey sales to multi-million-dollar deals with brands like Amiri, Shedeur isn't just a quarterback, he's a cultural powerhouse. He recently stepped onto the Paris runway, not as a celebrity guest, but as a full participant in a luxury $80 million fashion deal. That's right, he's bridging football, street culture, and high fashion in ways most athletes only dream about. And that's just one move. Earlier, he turned down guaranteed cash from Gatorade to take equity in a multi-billion-dollar company, locking in long-term wealth that could make him the NFL's first billionaire while still in his 20s. Shedeur Sanders proves that success isn't only measured in touchdowns or draft picks. It's about strategy, timing, and understanding your influence. Today, we're breaking down every move, every contract, and every bold decision that makes Shedeur a modern legend. By the end, you'll see why he's not just changing the game, he's rewriting the entire playbook for athletes everywhere. Shedeur Sanders isn't just another NFL rookie. From the moment he stepped into the league, he's been making moves that separate him from every other quarterback in his class. While most rookies are worried about draft stock and playing time, Shedeur was already thinking bigger, way bigger. Even before taking his first professional snap, he locked in a record-breaking contract that stunned the sports world. Analysts questioned it, fans debated it, but Shedeur understood something most overlooked. Value isn't determined on the field alone. He entered the NFL not just as a player but as a brand. His $125 million rookie deal set records, and as soon as he stepped onto the field for preseason, Nike triggered an active player clause, instantly doubling his contract value. Suddenly, he wasn't just making headlines, he was rewriting the business of being a rookie quarterback. And while other rookies celebrated standard endorsement deals, Shedeur was thinking long-term. He added a groundbreaking 50% cut of all jersey sales to his deal, creating a revenue stream that would pay off for years, potentially decades. Even in a class full of hyped quarterbacks, he sold the most jerseys without relying on first-round hype. Shedeur's strategy is simple but revolutionary. Understand your worth, play the long game, and leverage every opportunity. Draft position didn't limit him. Being overlooked by some scouts didn't stop him. Every negotiation, every endorsement, every business move has been calculated to expand his influence beyond football. While peers were focusing on on-field accolades, he was quietly building an empire, laying the foundation for a career that doesn't just end with retirement. And it's not just about contracts. Shedeur Sanders has consistently shown the kind of mental toughness and awareness that coaches dream of. Even in games where protection collapsed and pressure was relentless, he made plays, avoided sacks, and kept his eyes downfield. That combination of athletic talent, strategic thinking, and off-field business savvy has already set him apart. The rookie class may have stars, but Shedeur Sanders is proving that stardom in the NFL isn't just about performance. It's about vision, timing, and understanding exactly how to position yourself for long-term success. Shedeur Sanders isn't just making plays on the field, he's redefining what it means to be a modern athlete off the field. While most rookies focus solely on their NFL contracts, Shedeur has been strategically building a business empire that spans fashion, beverages, gaming, and lifestyle partnerships. His recent $80 million deal with luxury brand Amiri isn't just an endorsement, it's a full cultural takeover. Walking the Paris runway alongside his brother Shiloh, Shedeur has positioned himself at the intersection of high fashion, street culture, and sports, a space few athletes can genuinely claim. But this move is more than just prestige. Reports suggest Amiri chose Shedeur because of his powerful influence within the American Black community, his authenticity, and his ability to connect with young, trend-conscious fans. This isn't just selling clothes, it's shaping culture. The deal reflects Shedeur's business mindset. He understands that influence is currency, and he's leveraging his platform to create value beyond a paycheck. Shedeur's strategy is bold and unconventional. Earlier, he had the opportunity to take a $60 million guaranteed deal with Gatorade. Most athletes would jump at the chance, not Shedeur. He added an equity clause, securing 3% ownership in Gatorade USA. That's billions in revenue potential, turning a short-term contract into a generational wealth engine. Instead of chasing immediate cash, he's focused on long-term impact. And Amiri isn't the only brand recognizing his vision. Shedeur has already partnered with EA Sports for exclusive gaming content, aligned with Tom Brady's wellness and apparel brand, and launched his own apparel and signature barbecue sauce lines. Each move is carefully calculated to maximize influence, connect with fans on multiple fronts, and build a diversified portfolio. He's not just monetizing fame, he's creating an ecosystem that feeds off itself. What makes this so impressive is Shedeur's authenticity. In an era where athletes risk criticism for being too corporate, he remains grounded in culture. He represents a generation that refuses to play small. He knows his value, understands his audience, and isn't afraid to capitalize on it. Every deal, every partnership, every strategic move has been designed not just to make money, but to establish lasting relevance. Shedeur Sanders is proving that modern athletes can dominate both on and off the field. NFL contracts may set the stage, but strategic partnerships, equity stakes, and brand influence are where legacies are built. And Shedeur is already playing at a level that most will only dream of reaching. The rookie who's changing the game on Sundays is simultaneously rewriting the rules of athlete entrepreneurship. Shedeur Sanders' impact stretches far beyond touchdowns and highlights. He's emerging as a cultural powerhouse, a figure who connects sports, fashion, and social influence in ways few athletes have before. His $80 million Amiri deal isn't just a headline, it's a signal to the world that Shedeur sits at the crossroads of street culture, luxury fashion, and modern sports. Walking the Paris runway with his brother Shiloh, he's not just modeling clothes, he's shaping trends, influencing what millions of young fans wear, aspire to, and talk about online. Social media amplifies every move he makes. Shedeur doesn't just post updates, he tells a story. Fans see him owning the boardroom, gifting teammates, or launching new ventures, and every post reinforces his brand as authentic, confident, and aspirational. Reports suggest brands are lining up because of this influence. They see a young athlete whose cultural relevance rivals his athletic potential, a player who can sell out merchandise, drive social trends, and shape conversations in the fashion world while still dominating on Sundays. But Shedeur's influence isn't limited to luxury brands or social media metrics. His ventures reflect a deep connection to culture and heritage. From a signature barbecue sauce honoring Southern roots to gaming partnerships that resonate with a younger audience, every initiative strengthens his identity as a multidimensional figure. He doesn't just chase money, he curates experiences, products, and content that fans feel genuinely connected to. What makes this even more impressive is his balance of authenticity with strategy. Many athletes face criticism for over-commercializing, but Shedeur remains rooted in his identity. Analysts note that his ability to merge sports performance with lifestyle and fashion influence is redefining the blueprint for modern athletes. He isn't just a quarterback, he's a cultural ambassador, a trendsetter, and a lifestyle icon all in one. This cultural influence translates into measurable impact. Jersey sales are soaring, partnerships are multiplying, and social media engagement skyrockets with every move. He's not just participating in trends, he's creating them, setting a standard for how the next generation of athletes will approach branding and influence. Shedeur Sanders is proof that in today's world, athletic performance is only part of the equation. Influence, authenticity, and cultural resonance are equally powerful. While he dominates the field, he's simultaneously shaping what sports, fashion, and youth culture will look like for years to come. The rookie quarterback isn't just playing football, he's curating a legacy. And that legacy might just outpace his career statistics. Shedeur Sanders isn't just playing football, he's playing a financial game most athletes haven't even imagined. Early in his career, Gatorade offered him $60 million over 3 years, a deal that would change the lives of almost anyone else. But Shedeur saw bigger. Instead of taking guaranteed cash, he negotiated an equity clause claiming 3% ownership in Gatorade USA. Let that sink in. He turned a multi-million-dollar contract into a long-term revenue machine, ensuring checks not just for years but potentially decades. This wasn't a gamble, it was strategy. This move alone set him apart. Analysts are already calling it one of the smartest deals in sports history. While most rookies chase immediate paychecks, Shedeur thinks decades ahead. The $80 million Amiri contract, that's just the tip of the iceberg. By strategically blending guaranteed income with equity stakes, he's building generational wealth while still in his 20s. Some reports even suggest that if projections hold, he could become the youngest NFL billionaire while still playing professionally. A billionaire before retirement, still taking snaps and dominating on Sundays. Shedeur's approach flips the traditional rookie narrative. Most young players focus solely on draft position, signing bonuses, or short-term endorsement deals. He focuses on leverage, owning pieces of companies, securing royalties, and controlling brand value. His Nike contract included an unprecedented 50% cut of all jersey sales, giving him a recurring revenue stream that dwarfs what most top athletes earn. And while other rookies post their signing bonuses on social media, Shedeur quietly multiplies his influence and earnings across industries. What makes this even more impressive is his timing and vision. Before he even played a down in the NFL, he locked in record-breaking contracts, making headlines and proving that athletic talent is only part of the equation. Business intelligence and strategy are equally important. Analysts say Shedeur's moves will be studied in business schools for years, showing future generations how to turn fame, talent, and influence into a diversified empire. The lesson here is clear. In today's NFL, success isn't just about touchdowns or draft positions. It's about thinking long-term, leveraging every opportunity, and positioning yourself as both athlete and entrepreneur. Shedeur Sanders isn't just rewriting rookie contracts, he's rewriting what it means to be a modern athlete. While other players chase immediate wealth, he's building a legacy that could outlast the sport itself. Shedeur Sanders isn't just making money, he's making history. And what he does next could redefine what it means to be an NFL superstar in the 21st century. Shedeur Sanders isn't just dominating the field, he's quietly taking over multiple industries. While fans see touchdowns and highlight reels, he's building an off-field empire that most athletes can only dream of. From apparel to gaming to strategic partnerships, every move is calculated to maximize influence and revenue. This isn't side hustling, this is empire building. Take his apparel line, for example. It isn't just about selling shirts or hoodies. Shedeur's clothing connects directly with a massive young fan base, blending streetwear culture with professional sports influence. Every drop creates hype, fuels social media buzz, and reinforces his personal brand. It's a reminder that in today's NFL, branding off the field can be just as powerful as scoring on it. Then there's gaming. His partnership with EA Sports isn't casual, it's strategic. Millions of young fans live and breathe virtual football. By creating exclusive content and integrating his persona into the gaming world, Shedeur ensures he remains relevant to a generation that consumes culture through screens, controllers, and social media feeds. This kind of exposure cements him as more than a player. He becomes a lifestyle figure, a digital age icon. And it doesn't stop there. Collaborating with Tom Brady's wellness and apparel company ties Shedeur to one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. This partnership isn't just symbolic, it positions him as a future legend while leveraging Brady's credibility, audience, and reach. It's a masterclass in strategic alliances, showing that timing, perception, and association can amplify an athlete's brand beyond measurable stats. Even smaller ventures like his signature barbecue sauce aren't random. They root him in his Southern heritage and personal story, creating authenticity that fans resonate with. Each business isn't just a revenue stream, it's a statement. From luxury fashion deals to signature products, every move tells the same story. Shedeur Sanders knows his influence, knows his worth, and refuses to settle for ordinary deals. What makes it remarkable is how he balances authenticity with expansion. In an era where athletes are often criticized for being too corporate or disconnected, Shedeur maintains cultural relevance. Hip-hop, streetwear, and football intersect in his empire, showing brands that connecting to Black American culture isn't optional, it's powerful. Shedeur Sanders isn't just a football player, he's an architect of influence, a builder of wealth, and a master of perception. While other rookies chase fame or short-term deals, he's crafting a multi-industry empire that will outlast his playing career. And as the world watches, one thing is clear: this young quarterback is redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Shedeur Sanders' rise isn't just about money or contracts, it's about authenticity. In an era where athletes often face criticism for being too corporate or disconnected from their roots, Shedeur has maintained a unique balance. Every move he makes, whether on the runway, in the boardroom, or on social media, signals that he understands the power of culture and the influence it wields. This is what separates good athletes from transcendent ones. The Amiri deal is a perfect example. European luxury fashion has long been dominated by tradition, aesthetics, and exclusivity. But brands are evolving. They recognize that the future of fashion is diverse, urban, and heavily shaped by Black American culture. Hip-hop, streetwear, sports, these are the forces driving trends, and Shedeur sits squarely at their intersection. By partnering with him, Amiri didn't just secure a model, they secured authenticity, credibility, and cultural relevance. Beyond fashion, every venture Shedeur pursues is culturally anchored. His apparel line resonates with young fans because it reflects their lifestyle, not just his fame. His barbecue sauce nods to his Southern roots, creating a personal connection that feels real. Even his gaming collaborations put him at the forefront of where youth culture lives today. These aren't random endorsements, they're strategic, culturally aware, and deeply intentional moves designed to extend his influence while staying true to himself. Shedeur also challenges traditional perceptions of athletes. He proves that sports success isn't measured solely by draft position or field statistics. Instead, it's about leveraging your platform, understanding your audience, and building a brand that transcends the game. He's showing that rookies don't need to wait decades to secure financial freedom or cultural impact. What makes his approach revolutionary is how seamlessly he integrates influence and authenticity. Fans feel he's relatable yet aspirational, streetwise yet globally recognized. Brands see someone who can drive both revenue and cultural resonance. Analysts and commentators are forced to rethink the formula for athlete success in 2025. Shedeur Sanders isn't just playing football, he's rewriting the rules of athlete branding, influence, and long-term legacy. In short, Shedeur Sanders exemplifies a new generation of athletes, culturally intelligent, business-savvy, and unapologetically authentic. He's creating a blueprint for others to follow, proving that true power comes from blending skill, influence, and authenticity. As the NFL evolves and as global brands chase relevance, one thing is certain: Shedeur Sanders isn't just part of the conversation, he's leading it. Shedeur Sanders' story isn't just impressive, it's instructional. Every move he's made offers lessons for the next generation of athletes who want more than just fame on the field. First and foremost, know your worth. Shedeur never accepted the first offer that came his way. From Gatorade to Amiri, he analyzed every opportunity, negotiated aggressively, and ensured that his contracts reflected not only his skill but his long-term value. Many rookies take the money and run, but Shedeur showed that patience and strategic thinking pay far bigger dividends. Second, think long-term, not short-term. Equity beats salary when done correctly. Shedeur's decision to restructure his Gatorade deal for ownership rather than immediate cash is a masterclass in foresight. He wasn't looking for a momentary windfall, he was building an income stream that could last decades. This mindset separates true entrepreneurs from those who chase immediate gratification. Third, diversify relentlessly. From fashion to gaming, from apparel to barbecue sauce, Shedeur has ensured that his influence isn't tied to one industry. His ventures all serve different audiences but maintain a consistent connection to his identity and culture. This is crucial because a playing career, no matter how successful, is limited. By creating multiple streams of income, Shedeur is protecting his future while expanding his brand globally. Fourth, authenticity is irreplaceable. Shedeur understands that culture drives influence. Fans and brands alike can tell when someone is genuine versus when they're simply capitalizing on a trend. By staying true to his roots, connecting with his community, and representing the culture he comes from, Shedeur has created a level of trust and engagement that no endorsement can manufacture. Finally, timing and strategic positioning are everything. Shedeur didn't wait to become a superstar before negotiating deals or building partnerships. He leveraged his platform early, amplified his influence, and positioned himself as both a top athlete and a savvy businessman. His blueprint shows that it's not just about how you play the game, it's how you navigate the business of being an athlete. In short, Shedeur Sanders offers a new playbook. Rookies and veterans alike can learn from his approach. Bet on yourself, prioritize long-term wealth, diversify across industries, remain authentic, and leverage timing. He isn't just rewriting his personal story, he's creating a model that could redefine how athletes build empires for decades to come. The lesson is clear. In 2025 and beyond, the most powerful players aren't always the ones scoring touchdowns, they're the ones controlling the game off the field as well. Shedeur Sanders isn't just changing the way athletes make money, he's reshaping the cultural landscape of sports. His moves extend far beyond contracts and endorsements. They influence how young fans perceive what it means to be a professional athlete in today's world. By stepping onto the Paris runway with Amiri, he sent a bold message. Athletes can be both elite performers and influential cultural icons. This isn't just about fashion, it's about representation. Luxury brands have historically been distant from street culture, but Shedeur bridges that gap, creating an authentic connection between high fashion and the communities that drive trends. His influence also challenges traditional narratives in sports media. Analysts often focus only on performance, but Shedeur proves that off-field strategy matters just as much. Whether it's equity deals, branding partnerships, or business ventures, he shows that intelligence. Negotiation and cultural awareness are integral to modern athletic success. Fans on social media have noticed, too, creating viral conversations around every major move he makes. From viral videos of his Fashion Week appearances to breakdowns of his innovative contracts, Shedeur's presence sparks discussion that goes well beyond touchdowns and tackles. Moreover, Shedeur is setting a new standard for what it means to be a role model. He maintains authenticity while operating in industries that demand image curation. From barbecue sauce launches connecting to his roots, to EA Sports collaborations reaching millions of gamers, his projects are strategic yet personal. Young athletes see him not just as a football player, but as a visionary, someone who demonstrates that success is multidimensional. Shedeur Sanders is also creating pathways for future athletes to think bigger. By securing multi-industry influence while still in the early stages of his career, he proves that age or draft position does not limit opportunity. His blueprint emphasizes planning, patience, and leverage, principles that will influence sports culture for decades. Ultimately, his legacy may extend far beyond the gridiron. Shedeur isn't just building wealth, he's cultivating influence, representation, and a new paradigm for athletes globally. In 2025 and beyond, he stands as a living example that the modern athlete is not confined to the field. Mastery, strategy, culture, and authenticity together define the next generation of sports icons. The question now is, how many more athletes will follow Shedeur's path? And what will the sports world look like when business acumen and cultural influence become just as important as athletic talent? One thing is certain, Shedeur Sanders isn't just participating in the game, he's redefining it entirely.